group?
Comedy music group.
It's a comedy rap group.
All three of us ask a question. There's 3 questions every round.
We're the gourmet soup of the rap world. We're the down-home stew of the comedy world.
Sort of half listen to the guest answers.
And that we call Triple Teams with Anthony.
Hey, thank you so much for joining us here on Triple Teamed with Handsome Naked, the show where the greatest big three ever assembled asks rounds of questions to our opponent and arbitrarily claims victory by the end of the game. I'm your host, your star player with an ego, your self-proclaimed unanimous MVP, Chucho Pérez. Now, I could easily take on our opponent today solo, but it's more fun to go 3-on-1. So I'd like to introduce my first teammate out of Green Bay, Wisconsin, the only one of us with an actual talent, the adult in the room, the Matt Barnes to our Steven Jackson and Gilbert Arenas. It's Brad Kemp.
Dude, Matt Barnes. I'll take that all night, every day. Okay. Because, I mean, you're talking about somebody who, if he's on your team, you just love seeing him come off the bench and bring a spark of energy, right?
Yeah,
we're thinking of the same guy.
Absolutely, yeah. You know, pretty low light skin, Mr. UCLA. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, dude, he's so good. Okay. Good. Okay. But to your who? Do I recognize the other two names?
Okay. So Matt Barnes, Steven Jackson, and Gilbert Arenas have a very popular podcast. They're all NBA players, and they just started talking shit about Kwame Brown, and he came back at them a little bit. It's very entertaining. I just know that, you know, Steven Jackson is known for being a blood and doing some gangster shit even when he was in the NBA, but Kwame Brown's about his business too. So I hope they fight.
I followed all of it.
I think we lost everyone who doesn't watch basketball watching right now.
I mean, anyone who does watch basketball is probably watching the playoffs.
That's true. So let's get the show over with. Our other teammate from Bend, Oregon, the only comedian to ever completely force me into the straight man role, the adult toddler, the Kwame Brown to my Michael Olowokandi. It's Eric Oren. Every week I forget this. No, stop the crowd from applauding when he's doing that. No.
What's up, bitches?
I really like
it, man. I don't care who you think I am. I'm Glenn Davis in this bitch.
That's not a compliment to yourself.
Off. I could win ships with Glenn Davis, and you know it. Give me 4 Glenn Davises and 1 Derek Fisher. That's all I'd need for a ship. I don't even need a 6th man.
Yeah, they would be able to afford a boat. That's the only ship you're getting. That's a terrible squad.
That's insulting. You need at least one Glenn Davis to be a player coach, because he's going to have to organize the rest of them.
Glenn Davis's mother doesn't even want one Glenn Davis.
You know what? You need to watch how you speak about. I changed my mind. I want 1 Birdman too.
Okay, now we're talking about, you know,
a championship team.
You're talking like Miami Heat Birdman.
Yeah,
any era Birdman. He's like playing in that bullshit power league right now. Give me that one.
Is he really?
Give me Birdman lifting in a high school gym in Denver. I'll take him.
What is he gonna do in the Big 3 league? He's like,
I don't
big,
care.
Can't shoot, can't do anything.
He's gonna intimidate and block shots and be a badass.
Just because you got colorful tattoos on your neck doesn't mean you're a badass.
Whatever, dude. You guys don't even understand me.
All right, y'all ready to get it going?
I'm ready.
All right, ready. So the scouting report on our opponent today says that he's a writer for Stephen Colbert. He's a fantastic actor, a mediocre friend, and a good comedian. It's John Thibodeaux.
What up? I'm not Big Baby. I am not Big Baby Glenn Davis. I will say that. He's terrible basketball. Mediocre at best basketball player.
Hold on. But that's what I love about him.
You love that he's bad at his chosen profession?
Yeah. That's precisely what I love about him.
That explains so much about your career.
He's the worst of the best, and that's the best thing about him. He's the Matt Stairs of basketball.
Mm-hmm.
No, Matt Stairs at least hit 40 home runs for a
Glenn
season.
Davis helped some championship efforts. Anyway, forget it. Let's keep going.
Get out of here, man.
Has he helped with a championship effort where he
In the
made
locker room of the other team.
Yeah, I guess, because some coaches, they feel that if they are the bad guy, then the team will unite against them. So that's their kind of coaching strategy. So, maybe Big Baby did that as a player. He's like,
Ask any player,
if
they
everyone
love playing
hates
with
me,
Glenn.
they'll be on the same page.
He's like glue in the locker room, man. Let me tell
No,
you.
he's trash, man. All right, you ready to roll?
I'm ready. Do we want to keep debating former NBA players?
Yeah. That's what did you think this show was?
Well, I'm on board for that.
Yeah.
Well, that'll change some of the
Awesome,
questions I'm about to ask.
Yeah. All right. Well, tip-off is about to happen. So how Triple Teamed with Handsome Naked works is all three of us are going to ask a different question each possession, and you get to choose which one of our questions you want to answer. The only rule is if you answer any of Brad's questions, you will have to sing your answer while he accompanies you on the piano. And we also keep track of fouls. And there's no rules on how to get a foul. We'll just figure it out as we go. So do you have any questions, John? Doesn't matter. Let's get started.
6 fouls, 5 fouls. NBA, NCAA. What are we doing?
Yes.
Come on, we're professionals, John.
It's a little bit of both. You're making your way up to the stage. Wait, you're sitting at home, so what could this be? It's the interview part of the show. I said the interview part is the show. I said the interview part is the show. See, that was the third time, just multiplied by 3. 3 at an interview. Yeah. It's time for round 1. So,
is he frozen? Because that's an amazing. We should screenshot that.
Oh no, he back.
Oh, you were frozen in a beautiful,
in a pure state of ecstasy.
Yeah.
it was amazing.
I screenshotted it. It's cool.
It was almost like you were enjoying yourself for a second. It was a good fake face. Yeah.
All right, good. Well, I'm back.
All right, round 1.
Round 1. My question for you would be this, and you'll get to hear all the questions before you have to pick which one you're going to answer. And if you answer mine, you're going to have to sing it. My question is, what's the last thing you ate?
I'm going to say, what is a weird thing that's on your bucket list?
My question is, what is the sexiest natural disaster? We're talking act of God. Tell me why. What's sexy about it? What would you do to that nasty act of God?
I'm gonna go with Eric's question.
Yes.
Hey, you get points or negative points. I don't know how this works.
We don't either.
The sexiest natural disaster. I'm gonna have to go with mudslide because that is a natural disaster, and there's a little bit of anal connotation there. There's also a little bit of it's just gonna happen. There's no avoiding it.
Show.
Okay, well, I didn't say anything dirty.
No,
it's
not a clean show.
Yeah.
All right.
That's on Chucho.
It's all on Chucho for being a misleading dick. Okay, here's the thing. You widen my paradigm, okay? Because I would never have thought of mudslide. I mean, so far, off to a great start. That might be a 3-pointer. I don't even know what to say.
You've known me for long enough, John, to know that I'm a contrarian by nature, and I was just ready to disagree with you no matter what the hell you said. I can't argue that at all.
That's actually
absolutely the correct answer.
Now that I'm aware of it, now that I'm aware of it as a possible answer, I think it might be the correct answer. Yeah. I don't even think there's a better one.
All right, never ask that question again.
Wow, this could be the first time we've ever been down in a game. Yeah, we got to make up for it. Wow,
damn, that was a quick.
I'm getting triple team like Steph, still hitting the 3.
Clearly, you have range, and I understand that now. Okay.
Did you see him at the end of the quarter just weave 3 different players and still hit it? I was like, are you joking? They literally had the whole team guard him and it didn't work.
He's a cheat code, human cheat code. All right.
He's using cheat codes. Okay, so my question for this second quarter, and remember you'd have to sing it, is let's binge watch something tonight. What are you picking?
Okay, so I'm going to switch my question up to be also TV related. I'm going to say, what is a popular TV show or movie that you hate?
Okay. My question is this. Would you rather have your 9-to-5 job now be working as a human table? Or you don't get to use bags for anything anymore? I'm talking grocery bags, suitcases, sandwiches, whatever you would put a bag in, no more.
Whatever you would put a bag in.
I'm sorry, put in a bag. You get it, you dumb bitch. That's a foul on Chucho.
How's that not a foul on you?
Foul on Chucho semantics.
No, how's that not?
I called one on both of you. It's a double tech situation.
I refuse to take the foul, so you can go ahead and give me a tech if you want.
All right. I think I'm gonna sing this one.
Oh,
I'm gonna go with, which TV show I should binge watch, right?
Do you have a style that you want me to play in for you?
No, surprise me. We got this.
No.
I love to mix flour and water and a little fat. When I turn on the TV, there's one thing. That's where it's at. It's the Great British Baking Show. That's the show that I know. It's the show that I love to watch in my jammies while I eat some crumpet and jam. Oh, the Great British Baking Show is who I am.
Oh wait, we need. I mean, the crowd with that. I mean, the misdirect of thinking it might be about a Food Network show or maybe a tortilla making show, and then all of a sudden it was about Great British Baking Show.
I mean, expansive. That's why they pay him the big bucks.
You gotta think you're going one way, and then you go the other way.
He's one of those. He moves his hips, and you go one direction, and all of a sudden it's over, and there's another three.
Just a regular Tony Delk out there.
So wait, follow up. I find the show boring. Is it something that you? I'll take a foul for that. That was a little mean, but also
I will not give you a foul.
A foul on you for giving yourself a foul.
Yes, that's I will give you a foul on.
Yeah. I'll take that. Okay, but the question is, what do you like about this show?
I like that it is relaxing in that there are no stakes whatsoever. Nobody's about to die. Like, people are nice to each other. Like, my everyday life has enough like shit's going down, and I'm nervous about it. That when I turn on TV, I get it. I wonder how good this cake's gonna be. All right, yeah.
I wonder if they'll finish in time, and if they don't, will their friend next door help them out? Probably.
Yeah. I have a follow-up question. Does it give you cake envy? Does it make you want sweets?
It does make me want sweets, but it doesn't make me want to bake. It wants me to just eat.
Mm-hmm. See, that would be where I would go with it.
Yeah.
See, my problem is I feel like it's a lot of times it's late at night, and I'm getting a little snacky for whatever reasons, and I would see. Bake Off is so pure. It's boring, but I'll take a foul.
Sam, insider tip. That's his wife. Yikes.
Okay, my problem is when I'm late at night, we're watching Bake Off. All of a sudden, I'm like, "Ooh, I'd love some cookies," and then my brain walks through the 45 minutes to an hour it's going to take to make mediocre cookies, and then am I really going to want them anymore? And I should have just had cookies ready to roll and then put on the dessert show.
That's your mistake. You got to saddle up to that show with the little sleeve of Oreos and get ready to go. That way, whatever they're making, you're like, hey, I got my Oreos. This is just as good as their shit. And they're slaving over it for hours.
And usually it's weird, gross meat things or like weird British things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We bake cookies. You need a pie. Yeah.
With cookies, you can eat a little bit of the dough when it's done before cookies are made.
And they got weird names for everything. They call everything a pudding. Oh, this is a pudding. This is also a pudding.
Like, I've never watched the show.
We got pudding fetishes. It's a pudding fetish.
Yeah.
It's a pudding fetish based industry.
So give me a little bit of context. Like, what is an example of something weird that they call a pudding?
It'll be like something that looks like a muffin, but it has like a gooey center in the middle of it, and they call that a pudding.
Yeah, or they'll be like, today we're making biscuits, and you'll think it's clearly like biscuits and gravy biscuits, like delicious Popeyes biscuits, and they'll be
cooked. Shit is cookies.
Well, yeah, I know that's what they call cookies.
You just said give me an example. I'm getting the eyes.
No, I think give me an example of what they call a pudding. Now,
they call flashlights torches.
Yeah. Open up the bonnet on your lorry.
Have you ever seen the show Chef's Table?
Yeah.
That's more my speed of cooking shows. I don't like competition shows because to me, when I watch a cooking show, I want to see somebody doing what they do best. I don't want to see them challenging, oh, here's a secret ingredient. Nah, man, let me see you do what you do.
Every time I see one of those great chefs on a show like that, I just like to imagine how big of an asshole they are to the people who work for them. Because that's how all those great like food preparers are, because they're just like, I want it my way. And that's the only way they can get like the excellence that they require. But then I just feel bad for everyone who works for them.
Yeah, but they just want to get to the point where they can be mad too. And they can be a head chef somewhere and yell at people as well.
This song is making me hungry. Let's go!
Okay, we ready for? I really enjoy, that's the theme song to Chef's Table. If you guys haven't worked paying attention,
that was pretty flame. Actually,
I have done that. I have done that.
Well,
impressive.
Fuck me, then I guess.
Well, we should do it again because that would be super fun. Okay, my question this round would be this, and remember, you'd have to sing it, even though you sang the last one, so we all remember. My question is, what you thinking right now?
All right. I'm going to say, what is the worst fashion trend that you ever participated in?
And my question is a favorite of mine, and only a couple people have answered it. You get stuck in a walk-in fridge with one other person. They have a jacket, and you have a hammer. What happens next? And I mean, you're locked in like overnight in an industrial freezer.
I'm gonna go with the fashion one.
Yeah.
So Chucho gets the question. The answer to this. Answer this
for you giving Chucho good props.
Yes.
All right. Yes.
Yeah. That's a foul for giving Chucho props. Yeah.
Yeah. I will agree. Do not compliment me, please.
All right. Yeah.
Chucho, that's a foul for complacency.
Man, 3 fouls before halftime. I need to sit on the bench.
You little jerk. Yeah. Anyway, continue. Go ahead.
The caveat to this is that me and my friends in high school tried to start our own fashion trend in which we went to thrift stores and we would buy long sleeve shirts and then like short sleeve button up shirts and wear the long sleeve shirts underneath the short sleeve button up shirt. And we literally called it the style.
Do you have a group photo?
Is there a photo?
Well, there are many photos of us because we called ourselves the Jerks because that was the first letter of all our first names: John, Eric, Rich, Kanal, and Steve. And we had a bunch of crazy shit that we tried to like make trends, but we were all just big nerds and it never worked. But yeah, long sleeve shirt under short sleeve button up. We called it the style.
Like a long sleeve cotton shirt, right? Under the button up. Wow.
Yeah, it did not catch on.
Wow.
That was also the same year that like I got a bunch of clothes that I wore from an estate sale of like a 80-year-old man who died.
This is actual footage of it, you guys.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that this footage was out there.
No.
If you look closely, there are actually long sleeve shirts on underneath, short sleeve.
I thank the Lord that this was pre like everything on the internet,
right? So are you still friends with Irks?
Yeah, we're still friends. We're still.
Wow, you guys got a Jerks group chat?
Yeah, we text each other mostly about basketball and our kids.
Okay, so you'll add us to it then, right?
Yeah, right. Yeah,
sure. Yeah. Just keep waiting. If the text doesn't come, just keep waiting. And then when you think that it might come, just keep waiting longer.
Yeah, it'll just be Jerks Beck. That way we can just continue it. Brad, Eric, and Chucho. Jerks Beck. It makes just as much sense.
It works.
It does. Yeah.
It took me so long to understand what you meant by do you still keep up with the Irks? I was like, what the fuck is he talking about?
Like that's some cool slang like slimes or something and he just didn't heard about. All right.
Well, then maybe some of our listeners are confused too. See, what John had established was that the
God.
jerks
Foul on
acronym,
Chucho for being a
and so
dick.
I recognized that his first
television.
name is John, and so that was probably the J in jerk.
So that's 4 fouls on Chucho.
God damn it.
Wow.
Before halftime, and we have one more round before we go to halftime, which is the fourth period, naturally. So my question is going to be this. It's an oldie, but it's definitely a goodie. What's your favorite project you've ever worked on? And remember, you'd have to sing it.
What superhero or villain do you want to fight?
My question is this. Aaron Carter, Lamar Odom are fighting June 12th. Who you got? Why? And what's, tell me a little bit about the fight if you're forecasting.
All right. I got Lamar Odom in that fight.
Easily.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
The guy had a brush with death. He's probably going to be hopped up on something. He's
100 pounds heavier, probably.
Yeah, and I don't know if you remember watching Lamar Odom play basketball. His arms are super long.
Yeah.
And imagine boxing an octopus because he's got 2 arms, but it's going to be
a
like
boxtopus.
Yeah, there you go, boxtopus. That's why you're the
It's
comedy
not
driver.
great, but it's in there. It's in there somewhere. Look, we got him. That's who he's boxing.
Is this real?
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's very real.
That's who he's.
Do you guys remember when we were talking about doing shows with Aaron Carter? He has face tats. He has multiple face tats, huh?
I'm sorry, I can't help it. Look at this. I'm sorry, I'll stop. I can't even look at pictures of that clown. Oh, it's too much.
He's going to feature on one of our tracks, so calm down there.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, man. That is Aaron Carter.
But this is a real thing.
Yeah, they're fighting.
Yeah.
You know how celebrity boxing is a thing?
No. I thought that was a joke, or I thought it was like that claymation show.
My question to you is this, John.
Celebrity
Do you
deathmatch?
think Aaron will even, because he's like actually training really hard. He's a joke, and he's going to be completely wiped away. But like, do you think he's even going to last a few seconds, or is it going to be like 3-4 punches and he's going to get knocked out?
No, because Lamar's
is he
not
gonna
a
get
fighter
dusted?
either. It'll be probably second round is my guess. He'll get
really.
I think it'll last longer than you think it's going to last because Lamar is not a professional boxer. I think it takes a little bit of skill to knock people out really, really fast. If they're not,
he's going to go for haymakers and miss a lot.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay,
but I also thought Nate Robinson is a hell of an athlete. That he was going to wipe the floor with that other little boy, but that didn't happen at all.
Yeah, exactly.
He is, but he could have been an NFL player. He was a really good corner at Washington as well as an NBA player. Like he's just a flat out athlete. I'm like, he'll be fine. 5'9", 200 something, like that little stocky dude. He'll be good. I was very wrong.
He didn't take it seriously.
So who knows? Maybe Lamar Odom will just get emotional in the ring and end up just.
So
what about Floyd Mayweather and Logan Paul?
That was gonna be my follow-up. Thank you for getting that.
Floyd could honestly finish that fight. Not saying win. He could finish that fight blindfolded.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think Floyd will allow something. He's not like washed up enough yet to accidentally allow something to tarnish his record, and he certainly won't let anything tarnish his record on purpose, willingly and knowingly. So he's gonna win. It's just not gonna be exciting at all.
Yeah,
is that one of the YouTubers?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's the brother. It's the brother of the other guy, Jake Paul.
The guys with 2 first names.
Until recently, I thought they were the same human. I didn't realize that there was 2 of them.
Well, yeah, no. Jake is a character that Logan plays sometime.
Wait, what do they do on YouTube? How did they get popular on YouTube? I don't even know that.
Do racially insensitive shit and just
really
kind of.
Well, why has no one? Okay,
all right.
I thought they were 3 guys named Logan, Jake, and Paul, but I don't think that's the case.
No, those are. I'm pretty sure those were 3 guys on Sears Tower at IO. All right, we're going into halftime right now. So with that, we're heading into the halftime show presented by our very own Chicago For Real network. Make sure you check out Chicago For Real for all kinds of incredible content throughout the week, including Bochinche at Night or the Chicago Game Show. Now, unbeknownst to them, John has been booked as our halftime entertainment tonight, but he is going to need help from you all watching.
Dude, John.
So, anyone watching right now, please send us a message in the chat with a made-up news headline. It can be anything. It could be Chelsea Clinton announces 2024 bid for president, or it could be really weird, like 4 Rubik's Cubes went in, but only 1 came out. More at 9. Whatever you want, just put it in the chat. And while you are sending those in the meantime, we'll take a look at one of Handsome Naked's music videos from our 7th album, Doors. Here is Straight Bourdain. You know what we are. Handsome Naked and Tyler Davis.
No reservations, straight Bourdain. Travel the world and eat the game. Plus a drink, make it bake. No reservations, straight Bourdain. No reservations, straight Bourdain. Travel the world and eat the game. Plus a drink, make it bake. No reservations, straight Bourdain. Now you're a hand, bitch, we eating early. Got your goofy ass gasping like the culinary school swirling, like poultry in the danger zone, dirty birdies. And I'm nice with plating too, you could say I'm good at serving. Now I can see you nervous cause the mayor he's shaking. Well tell him to hurry, cause we don't like waiting. No, tell that man that we want a table over there. I don't care who ain't world that always fit. We might go to London straight fish and chips, and we might sail on vessel straight fish and chips, making sure ingredients is fresh as shit. If the card ain't right, we fly it in. Feel like we at Brasserie like Alvin Hollywood came calling. Next up will be the Emmy nom, shit'll be ballin'. Tatted up salt and pepper like squidding pasta. If the sauce is the boss, then I guess I'm the sauce, bro. No reservations, straight Bourdain. Travel the world and eat the game. Cross and drink and make it bake. No reservations.
You could say that I'm on that savant shit. I take your ass to task when I get gas. Perfection's my obsession when I'm flexing my raw craft. Respond to that. Get yourself a tutor and do the math. The dish we serve on this track surpasses anything that you bring into the table. Shit is so exclusive, gotta catch it on cable. Labels, try to test my motivation. Suitors we meet, cause everybody is a critic and they all want beef. Well, we got the heat to fry you up on the street. We can't be discreet when Brad is cutting up on the beat. We write, rap, record, we don't need no help. Ain't waiting for you waiters cause we seat ourselves. Only feed our wealth, then we beat ourselves cause we get competition from no one else. T. Dave Cold, H. Nake Insane. We taking you to parts unknown like Bourdain.
Reservations, straight Bourdain. Travel the world and eat the game. Cross and drink and make it bake. No reservations, straight Bourdain.
HNIC, Handsome Naked's in charge. Tyler's consigliere, eating up MCs, no Gavier. Brad cooking up beats, call this culinary. Don't want no beef, cause we wag you Gobi. I am umami, cocky as I am Semani. Got me? Not our caliber, we the purest. Be a traveler, not a tourist. Straight Bourdain, bout to claim worldwide fame. Listen, cause I'm skipping on this track like I'm jumping rope. Stranglehold on the game, so I'll never choke. My Heimlich brought rap back again to woke. About to hear a clap back, beat them all like yoke. We the new rap packs done till we broke.
No reservations, straight Bourdain. Travel the world and eat the game. Cross and drink and make it bake. No reservations, straight Bourdain. No reservations, straight Bourdain. Travel the world and eat the game. Cross and drink and make it bake. No reservations, straight Bourdain. No reservations.
Top 4 studio.
All right, it is time for the halftime show. And the halftime show is where we force our guests to play a game by themselves that we just made up and have no idea if it'll work or not. So, Tim, are you ready to learn what the game is?
Ready, baby.
All right. So today we are going to play the game called Who Choose News or Refuse Confused Ruse. So how this game works is you'll make up a news broadcast and intro. We'll feed you the headlines that we receive from the audience, and you'll make up a little information about that story. Got it?
Got it.
We'll be right back with Triple Teamed with Handsome Naked, but first, here's a quick word from our local station.
It's 10:02. Do you know Drenar? Hello and welcome to the broadcast. I'm your host, Slimy Dan. Slimy Dan's here with all your favorite news and a little bit of innuendo when you want it or when you don't. It's always consensual. First up, billionaires collectively apologize for being greedy assholes. Well, they collectively apologize because they all talk together at a weekly meeting held in the center of Mount Doom. We got the notes from that meeting, and apparently Bezos got a new yacht that has a yacht inside of it. And also Bill Gates is on the outs with his wife. And they decided to apologize and hopefully gain some good favor with the public. And they're not winning because collectively, everyone who's not a billionaire has decided to eat the rich. Next up, the CDC announces the vaccine does not protect from just the tip. Ooh. And that's Slimy Dan telling you, don't worry, it's just the tip. And I got the vaccine, but it won't help you. I'm going to put a baby in you, maybe, because my parts work. Slimy Dan's parts work. You heard it here first at 10:02. Indeed, that's the story. The tip will infect you. Coming up next, we'll have another story for you. But first, Botchers and Briefs. What do you think I'm wearing under the desk?
These were going to appear as visuals for you, but they're not
so
working.
Last story for you, John.
Last story for you. 6-year-old murderer finally apprehended in northern Florida.
A 6-year-old murderer finally apprehended in northern Florida. But of course you knew it's Florida because it's a 6-year-old who murdered someone. Who did they murder? We don't know. Other news from Florida, an alligator is on the loose. And like I said, this 6-year-old has been apprehended. He was caught very easily when he entered a van that promised free candy. The police used this tactic, and they learned this tactic from a friend of theirs on 4chan.
Close out the show.
And
all right, and that's all for the news at 10:02 with Slimy Dan. I'll see you in the chat room or on the apps. Slimy Dan out.
Wow.
Yeah, thank you for being our guinea pig for that game and dealing with our technical difficulties.
Oh.
Yeah, it's all right, you know.
Yeah.
Wow.
To be honest, I would. That makes me want to watch the news. I would have watched him. I would have watched Slimy Dan. Slimy Dan.
I love local news.
I want to be friends with Slimy Dan. I don't care about what he does with the news. I just want to hang out with that guy.
He's more fun when the camera's off. You know what I mean?
Right?
I won't lie that we have watched our fair share of local news broadcast YouTube compilations because boy.
Yeah. It was one of my favorite things to do while I was touring. Just like throw on the local news or whatever podunk town and be like, whoa, yeah, the budget is low.
Budget is low.
Just some guy that clearly got off from sleeping on a cot in the back, like, put it on the
Sometimes
got 2 cards.
Sometimes they're clear, like the guy on the camera is clearly like running everything else, like the teleprompter and everything else. Like, I think we got the footage. Do we have the footage? I don't know. I think we do.
He's rolling his own cues.
Yeah.
Well, I think it is time for the 5th chunk. Okay, so my question, we're coming back, and if I ask it, you'd have to sing it. We all remember. My question for you this round would be one of my new favorites. When's the last time you slept outside?
Okay. I'm gonna say, what is your greatest non-impressive accomplishment?
My question would be, which flavor of Slurpee dries the least sticky, do you think?
My least impressive accomplishment, I think I'll go with that one. The other day I changed the oil in a car, and I was really proud of being able to do that, but literally people do that all the time. People do it for like $10 at Jiffy Lube.
Yeah.
And I was like, why didn't I just take this to Jiffy Lube? But I felt like I felt really accomplished by doing it.
That's impressive.
You should feel accomplished. That's hard. Or it's not, but
That's
it's
a foul
impressive.
on you for not thinking that's impressive, because that's impressive.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, well then I won't say that I also don't find it impressive.
Yeah, that's a foul. You won't say
How's
it.
that a foul? No, I won't. I'm not gonna say it.
That's a foul.
5 fouls.
We've never had a foul out, so this might be the first.
Chucho might be fouling out today.
Mm-hmm.
So our audience will get to learn what happens in a foul out, because
We'll all get to learn.
Yeah. I took an auto maintenance class in high school. I got kicked out of it, but I took it. And before I got kicked out, I learned how to change the oil in a car.
What'd you get kicked out for? I mean, now you have to say what you got kicked out for because you teased it.
It was more of a collective of things. It wasn't like one event. It was just me showing up late every day, clowning the teacher, just being disruptive in class. I was not a pleasant teenager. Yeah.
Chucho being Chucho.
Yeah, I was just gonna say we all know the game. I think,
no, but no, you don't though, because I refer to that like, you know, my real name's Aaron, and so like that was Aaron. Like Chucho is the absolute nicest version of me.
He's gonna give you the 6th foul if you don't shut the fuck up.
This is like your Draymond Green last night screaming at the ref in the 3rd quarter, asking for that second tech.
You're gonna get an ejection if you get a tech. All right, good.
I think we probably only have time for one more round, so like you gotta watch it.
Careful,
we got
bro.
2 more. We get at least.
Well, okay, that's fair. Then we might as well go to round 6 then. My question for you is this, and remember, you'd have to sing it. You don't have to sing the songs that you are your answer, but you have to sing. My question is, hit play on your iPod. What's coming up?
I want to get you to talk some shit. So who is the worst comedian you've ever worked with? Local or famous?
And our pre-show gave me this idea. What's a former NBA player whose ass you think you could kick? And tell me about the fight.
That's good.
I'm gonna go with the iPod one.
Yes. Okay. Do you have a style or not?
No, it doesn't matter. No style. You surprised me. Yeah. I'm not in the present, not the past. The future's where I live. He kicks my ass. Oh yeah, I'm talking about that future. Future's gonna be rapping to me. Celebrating the end of the pandemic. When you press play, oh, you're gonna hear mask off. Mask off on repeat, mask off. That's the song that you hear when you press play on the iPod. Mask off.
Wow. You are effortlessly carrying off these songs as if
that's what I'm saying. These are supposed to be the hard part, which is why my questions are kind of easy, and you're just kind of effortlessly cracking curveballs out of the park, and like we don't know what else to
you just pulled an Uncle Charlie out of right field, like you just yanked
you gotta
one.
wait on it. You gotta wait on it.
And he even texted me yesterday, like, oh, what is the premise of the show? Am I gonna have to like rap? And then he does that.
You're not gonna have to.
That's the voice you by texting.
Is there gonna be roast beef on the
It's
menu?
like you just sound like if Grover was 70 years old. Like that's how I view your voice.
Wait, so I wasn't listening to the words because I was so focused on the beautiful tune we were making. What did you actually Future?
Yeah, Mask Off by Future. Yeah, that's what I've been with. I listened to that on repeat today so many times.
That's a good. That's actually one of. It's in my gym rotation. That's a really good song.
The Kendrick remix is great.
Oh, I haven't heard that.
Yes. His
great
verse
call.
Is really good. Yeah.
Oh, excellent.
We are a Kendrick Lamar household.
And that means this group and also Brad's house.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know how. Was that a weird statement? We are a Kendrick Lamar household. We have 2 of his albums on vinyl.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, which ones? Which two? We
To Pimp a Butterfly and Damn.
Nice. Yeah,
I also your house out of Kendrick Lamar vinyls.
I also have 2 Kendrick Lamar vinyls. To Pimp a Butterfly, and Good Kid, Mad City.
Yeah,
Oh.
dude, yeah, that's maybe the writer choice. Damn is a very dope choice. I don't remember how we got it. I feel like it was a gift. It's still very cool.
Here's a question that I asked myself at some point during the pandemic and couldn't answer. Do you have a favorite Kendrick album?
He's listening.
It's probably yeah. What up, Kendrick? It's probably To Pimp a Butterfly, I think.
Mm-hmm. I feel like that's what.
Yeah.
No, you go. You go.
I really loved Good Kid, Mad City, and then after that, to like have an album that's like even that like tops it pretty much. There's so much good like jazz instrumentation in that album too, like Kamasi Washington on the saxophone and stuff. It's like so good.
Yeah,
love it.
Have you listened to Dinner Table? The Terrace Martin, Kamasi Washington, like it's hip hop jazz album. Oh fuck! Oh, and then the other day they came out with the remix of it. Oh, the like it's like Seconds or Dessert or whatever. Oh fuck! We
So
like
good.
loop that album all the time.
Okay, I'm getting all kinds of things I haven't listened to. That
It's like hip hop jazz. It just soothes every part of you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's so I feel like my answer has to be To Pimp a Butterfly. But what's funny is the whole playing it forward and backward, winning a Pulitzer story of Damn. It's just such, and it's what's crazy about it is To Pimp a Butterfly is the album that you listen to it on the surface, you go, oh yeah, of course this is his best album. This is his Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. This is his big masterpiece. But Damn is like listenable and radio friendly and modern, but also that, which is just mind blowing to be like, oh, you made an album that went out under everyone's radar because everyone's like, this is just dope pop music, and it's also like Pulitzer Prize winning genius front and back. Anyway,
That was gonna be my. You said my answer better than I probably would have gotten to it.
Okay, so side note, is anyone else very underwhelmed with J. Cole's recent album?
No, I disagree. J. Cole
It was
is
fine.
different. He's a different rapper. That's a vibey, right? Like,
Yeah.
you can't just listen to a song on J. Cole's album, especially the most recent one.
The biggest
Gotta
problem with that
end
album
to
is
end.
too much hype. Too much hype.
Yeah,
There's too much.
I
hype.
agree with
accurate, accurate,
I
very
agree with that,
accurate.
but I tried to look at it because I don't really get into the J. Cole debate because I don't like I like him, but I don't like love him, so I don't have strong feelings on either side. But I don't know, it was just fine.
He's
It
grown
was
on me.
just fine.
I really liked the album. I thought it was good.
I love.
I like it. I like it.
Yeah,
But like-
I haven't listened to it. You go.
I like it, but like I was watching the basketball game on Saturday, and like the announcers like quoting lines from the album, and I'm just like,
Yeah, that's
this
too
is
much.
too much. Like, just let people discover it on their own. It just seems like the world is like forcing me to recognize J. Cole as like this auteur, where it's
Yeah.
like, you know, if you know, then you know. You know?
He is the Glenn Davis of rap.
No.
Nobody force anybody to like Glenn Davis.
Who would be the Glenn Davis of rap? That would be like Soulja Boy. Tell him.
Yeah, because Soulja Boy. No, I have to disagree. Soulja Boy is more important to rap because he was. I hate to say it, he was like he changed rap a little bit. He set trends. Drake straight copied his style at the beginning. He copied his flow. That shit is real. That is real.
Okay.
And Drake
Chucho.
is
And
like-
let me wait, Chucho. Hold on. Is the next thing out of your mouth going to be Tupac still selling jeans in Mexico? Is that
course
what
he's
you were
not
going to
in
say
Mexico.
next?
Oh, he's in fucking Guatemala.
That's what I thought. That is semantics.
Nah, man, you got to give Soulja Boy his credit. He's a bum, but like he changed shit.
You don't have to
I
give
learned the
Soulja Boy
dance.
shit.
I learned the dance.
Yeah,
That's all you can give him.
Yeah.
You don't have to give him anything.
but that's like saying MC Hammer wasn't important to rap. Like he did something. He was a one-hit wonder, but he did something.
That's
You
a
went
foul
broke?
on Chucho. I agree with what you're saying, but bringing MC Hammer into no, because I thought you were talking about Vanilla Ice. Never mind. I got overzealous.
Wow.
Foul on you
Foul
for
on
that.
Brad.
Yeah.
Okay, foul rescinded on Chucho. You almost
Because
fell out with a foul on Brad.
We're
instead.
talking
Foul on
about
Brad
novelty hip hop. Okay, all right. Foul on me. Let's go to the seventh quarter. My
Yeah.
question for you is this: you have a favorite TV show, and is it scripted one, reality one, or a game one?
All right. Do you believe in aliens or ghosts?
And then I have a couple of different ones I could use. All right, what song do you know by heart? Talking verses and shit too. Improve it, bitch.
I feel like I want to answer multiple. I can't do it. I can't do it.
Oh, you could. You might get a foul though.
Might get foul call.
All right. Well, I haven't. I've saved my fouls. I got something to give. It's
That's
the last
true.
word.
That's true.
I play guitar, and the one song that I can always pick up a guitar and play, no matter how drunk I am, is "Say It Ain't So" by Weezer.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
Part of my question was "and prove it, bitch." So now you have to at least say all the lyrics. At least say, if not sing.
Yeah. All right. Somebody's scratching my icebox. Somebody's cold one is giving me chills. Guess I'll just close my eyes. Oh yeah, all right. Feels good inside. Flip on the telly, wrestle with Jimmy. Something is bubbling behind my back. Bottle is ready to blow. Say it ain't so. Your jug is a heartbreaker. Your love is a life taker. I can't confront you. I never could do that which might hurt you. To try and be cool when I say this wave is water side away from me that thinks for the every day. Hey, to feel good. Ooh, do. Say it ain't so. Your jug is a heartbreaker. Say it ain't so. Your love is a life taker, dear daddy. I write you in spite of years of silence. You cleaned up, found Jesus. Things are good. Also, I am this bottle of Stevens awakens ancient feelings like father, stepfather. The sun is drowning in the blood. Yeah, 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 yeah. Say it ain't so. Your drug is a heartbreaker. Say it ain't so. My love is a life taker.
We're going to get canceled for copyright issues.
That was so good.
Yeah, get another key and super fast. So maybe.
Wow. I mean, the way you proved that, again, you just sunk another deep 3 on me.
Wow. Yeah.
And also, I believe in aliens is the answer.
No foul. No foul.
Oh, they called it off. Yeah, the rep overruled.
No, let him walk. Man can walk. He's good.
Yeah, that was the NBA. I get 3 steps, you know?
Yeah.
I'm the new ref who's like, oh, that was a travel. And they say, no, we let that one go.
That's LeBron. That's a good thing we're still ahead by 1 point.
Yeah. Was it Russell Westbrook a couple years ago that caught an inbound and just started walking it up the court, calling the play before he?
No, that was LeBron. That was a LeBron clip.
Yeah.
Oh man,
there is one of Russell doing it too. It's so good because he's just like walking, holding the ball, and all the other team is like, but.
I love when they do the replay and they drop the little circles where its feet have landed and they count in the circle.
Yeah. As an ex-basketball coach, that destroys me watching them not call that kind of stuff.
It's a different game. It's a different game for the players, man. Yeah.
Well, all right. We have one final question for you, but before you accept this embarrassing L, we'd like to take a quick time out to give you an opportunity to let everyone know where they can find you and what you have coming up, what you can look forward to, all those sorts of things.
Embarrassingly enough, where they can find me is writing jokes for Stephen Colbert. That's pretty much all I do.
Embarrassing.
I don't have my own. I don't have my own shit to plug.
Yeah, you've earned the right to not have your own shit to plug when your credit is ready for Stephen.
No, I'm not even giving you the rest of it. No, we're moving on. Get out of here. Embarrassingly enough, you fucking 70-year-old Grover. Our last question is the same for every opponent, Tips. It's honestly the only thing that any of us care about. It's the sole reason we even created the show. The final question for you is fuck, marry, kill Brad, Eric, and Chucho. Details required.
All right. Details required?
Absolutely details required.
How would you fuck and or kill us?
Okay. All right.
And what type, what color, what would your colors be for the wedding?
All right. I got it. I would I think this is going to be a popular choice. I think you kill Chucho.
Wow.
Nice.
Wow.
I'll rescind a foul for that.
Nice.
Wow.
Nice.
I think
I bring my friend on the show, and
yeah,
Thank
that's what
God.
happens, buddy.
Thank God. Thank God. I
think-
agree with that answer.
I think I have to then fuck Eric, marry Brad.
Yes.
Because
is the most popular.
yeah, because Eric is like, he's a little bit of a wild guy. You
I'm a
don't know
good
what
leg.
you're gonna get. Yeah,
I'm a good leg.
and then Brad, it's like we could settle down, have our vinyl collections, play our Kendrick records.
We
talk
would
about-
have 4 Kendrick Lamar albums.
yeah.
3, but we'd have
hip-hop and
4
jazz.
copies.
Yeah.
So here are the stats so far.
Oh, here. There you
I
go.
accidentally
there it
removed
is.
him, but I was trying to optimize
Yep.
him.
So yeah, you can see that you did give the most popular answer. No one wants to marry Eric though, and no one wants to kill Brad. Both very understandable things. Yeah, and
That's
also,
kind of-
despite you scoring way more points than us tonight, somehow we still managed to get a tie. We were 22-0-1, but I do have to give you the tie on this one. You came with it today.
Yeah, man.
All right.
You were a very, very strong competitor.
we're still
Either We're
undefeated.
getting worse, or you're getting better.
Yeah,
Okay,
we're still
all right.
undefeated,
Okay.
but 22-0-1. Yeah, man, we've had some great comedians on here before, and no one has even come close. So we must have had an off night.
Hell yeah. I'll take it.
Right.
We're going to OT. Where this is the NFL where you can have a tie. I don't know.
Yeah, what a ridiculous thing that is. Thank you so much for joining us, John. We appreciate you coming on here. It was good to catch up with you, buddy. Hopefully we will see you soon. On whatever that thing was that you plugged. I don't remember.
Oh boy.
We had a couple late add-ons here. We had an agreement with Mudslide,
Of
and we
course.
have Treadis.
And
of
Treadis
course,
coming.
our-
Hey, Treadis.
Our number one
Treadis.
fan. All right. John was like way better at
Fuck, that
sports,
was
so
so
much better.
good.
I'm
That
honestly
was-
embarrassed by our performance, guys.
you
We need to
guys.
bring it
Well, we had a bad warm-up. This is my point.
We did.
You
You called it.
jackasses.
You called
You
it.
called it.
Our
I'll take a
questions
foul.
were subpar. We got more fouls than we normally did. This
You
was
turned the
trash,
ball
guys.
over.
Yeah.
Chucho, I will say, as the Draymond Green of the night, you were a lot of heart, but sometimes you were a lot of technicals. That's hard to take as a team.
I did get a technical
It's
foul
so
in
many
garbage
fouls.
time in college. I came
That's
in for the
fun.
last minute 10 of a game and got a tech.
Good.
I think it was justified. Do you know what
Good.
bridging somebody is on a basketball court, Brad?
Yeah.
So when
No.
my teammate jumped up for a layup and the dude ducked down to take his legs out. So I wasn't having that. So I'll just politely say I physically confronted him and got a technical foul called.
Chucho bit his dick.
Yeah, I bit his kneecaps off like Dan Campbell, the new Lions head coach, is saying.
Oh God, we gotta eat their kneecaps, brother. We gotta eat their kneecaps.
All right, man. Well, thank you all so much for being witness to us having an embarrassing performance and tying our opponent here on Triple Teamed with Handsome Naked. This week we had on our great friend John Thibodeaux. Make sure you check him out on the Colbert Late Night with Stephen Colbert. We play this game live every Thursday at 8:30 p.m. Central Time. Be sure to join us next week when we'll be competing against an actor from the TV show Shrill, Ian Owens. Please stay tuned for more great content here on Chicago For Real Network. For Brad Kemp and Eric Oren, I've been your host, Chucho Pérez. Here to prove to everyone when we make the rules up as we go, no one can beat us 1-on-3. Enjoy another one of our music videos on our way out.
Glenn Davis is a king.
He's terrible.
Glenn Davis.
I'ma leave a red handprint on your face right now. If you don't act right, I'ma show you how with my Wilson. I'ma leave a red handprint on your face right now. If you don't act right, I'ma show you how with my Wilson. I'ma use my
Got
Wilson.
like 10 brothers, yes I do, and they all hit us. They hold me down when nobody round, help me get found. Hope you fucking with us. Pop the trunk, I mean my little friend.
Don't matter what the situation, I'ma leave a red handprint on your face right now. If you don't act right, I'ma show you how. I might just chill like a castaway. If I got Wilson, I'll be okay. He got my French on my back, that's wherever I put him. That's night and day, and my Wilson always down to ride. I keep a grip, but Wilson's always by my side. And there ain't no place where you can go and hide. That my back Wilson's ain't gonna find. I'ma leave a red handprint on your face right now. If you don't act right, I'ma show you how with my Wilson. I'ma leave a red handprint on your face right now. If you don't act right, I'ma show you how with my Wilson.
You my flesh and blood now, best of buds now, stress can come out. Keep your head full of grass, paradise at last. Every day the sun's out, kill my vibe, it'll get you smacked. Leave you with the sun on your face, that's facts. Raised for the eggs, not a hatch. Red on your face like a bat. I drove a Wilson from Wilson to Pilsen to chill at your building. I spike a Wilson to fill you with feelings of illness for filter. You're jacking my steeds, that's what I see. You don't wanna volley with me. Chores for the peeps like you're stepping out of boundaries. Keep a team around me, we can shut it down.
On your face right now, if you don't act right, I'ma show you how with my Wilson. I'ma leave a red handprint on your face right now. If you don't act right, I'ma show you how with my Wilson. I'ma use my Wilson. All I needed in this life was saying,
bitch, get on my level, I'm opposite hitter, I'm special. The refs in the pocket, they blowing them whistles right at you. We got the crowders, our clappers and squatters, our setters. Ace, Wilson coming at your face, you're standing there watching. Well, this campfire dropping. Him hit you, send you to the dentist, chain spouting. Staying with Wilson's in the whipping. Got a whistle strapped to my hip. Got that heater, banger, chopper, Wilson, biscuit, burner, llama, Wilson, toaster, Roscoe. I have made fire.
Red handprint on your face right now. If you don't act right, I'ma show you how with my Wilson. I'ma leave a red handprint on your face right now. If you don't act right, I'ma show you how with my Wilson. I'ma leave a red handprint on your face right now. If you don't Wilson. I'ma leave a red handprint on your face right now. If you don't act right, I'ma show you how with my Wilson.